What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we have a brand new Xur Location and Inventory review for the weekend of January 7th to the 10th. And so, let's get started. Now, first things first, he is going to be located within the tower hangar. Alright, so let's see what he has. Firstly, in terms of exotics, we have the Fighting Line, pretty interesting primary grenade launcher here. Then we've got the Shinobu's Vow with quite a lot of resilience, in my opinion, a little bit too much. But 62 is definitely not terrible. Then we've got the Syntheseps, and these are an absolute all-star for the Titan, and not a terrible roll here. You do want resilience this time because you're on a Titan. Good discipline, not terrible strength. You will obviously want strength with the Syntheseps, so consider picking these up if you don't have a better one. And the Ophidian aspects, guys, are actual, like, really good S tier in PvP, but this does have a ton of resilience, and on a Warlock, specifically if you're running the Ophidians in PvP, I don't know if you need all that much resilience, but still 66 is pretty darn high, so potentially consider these. Moving on from there, let's check the legendaries. Okay, so we've got the 7th Seraph SI2. Now, full auto Dragonfly, this is interesting. You don't need full auto anymore because you actually have full auto now as a mod, and they're adding it automatically in the Witch Queen in the menus, so this is kind of a completely useless perk, honestly. Dragonfly is honestly not terrible, combined with an appended mag. Like, you kind of got a little bit of a PvE roll going here, but that full auto trigger system, I just, like, again, it's basically going to be useless. Now, for the Gnawing Hunger, frankly, a Gnawing Hunger with Rampage is good enough on its own to be, like, pretty darn good. You don't really need field prep too much, so I'm going to say this is, like, okay. Then we've got the Nature of the Beast, Under Pressure Vorpal. This is okay. Then we've got, okay, we got 7 Seraph Shotgun here, sorry. Okay, Slide Jump Vorpal is a heck of a roll, right? Being able to extend the range, automatically reload, and then, you know, for PvE, being able to do substantially more damage to bosses, to, you know, champions and stuff like that. Not necessarily that you're going to be using this on champion content, but even in PvP, being able to shotgun melee down a super because of the bonus damage there, this is actually a pretty decent PvP roll. Unfortunately, you don't have the greatest barrel. You know, Barrel Shroud increasing the handling speed is not terrible, combined with, you know, maybe Tac Mag, and it's got a handling masterwork as well. This is a good PvP roll. Good, not great. Then moving on from there, we've got the Sniper here, Long Shadow. I mean, we've got a snapshot sights Long Shadow here, range masterwork as well, medium and a short zoom sight. Just this is not looking too good, and Outlaw is like okay, so not a terrible PvP roll here just because of snapshot. Now this is actually, whoa, hold on, whoa, okay. Guys, this is a fantastic roll. We've got spike grenades to increase the damage. We've got field prep to give you more ammo and a massive reload bonus when you're crouched. And we've got full court to increase the damage as well the further it travels. This is no joke. Kind of like the PvE God roll for this weapon right here. I think you can get Clown Cartridge instead of Field Prep, but make no mistake, Field Prep is top tier. Guys, seriously, if you don't have a better PvE heavy grenade launcher, pick up the Interference this week. This is actually fantastic. Then we've got these Stars in Shadow here. Pulse Monitor, Vorpal, not the biggest fan. Alright, now let's move on to the armor. Again, I'm on the Titan. Oh my goodness. Right off the bat, a 63 stat gauntlet, huge resilience, huge discipline. So this is a great roll here. Like, this is actually fantastic. You want resilience, and I think discipline is great. Low on recovery, but if you already have a lot of recovery, definitely consider picking these up. Alright, the chest piece here, another 63, great intellect, good recovery, good discipline, resilience. You know, the 9 is important because, again, you masterwork, it's going to be 11, so that's 1 tier. This is a great pickup, too. Oh, my goodness. Titan's finally getting some good armor. 61 here, and in this scenario, too much mobility in my opinion. 15 is a little bit of a waste, especially compared to the other two things. And lastly, 59 on the lower end. Unfortunate because we do have a little bit of recovery, resilience, intellect, strength. Like, this is actually really not a terrible pickup if you're a new player, but again, 59 is a little bit on the low end. Seriously consider these gauntlets though, and this chest piece. Okay, let's move on from there to the Warlock. Alright, so for the Warlock, let's check these gauntlets here. 58 is a little too low in my opinion. It does have recovery as the main spike, but again, like 58 is just too low. Then we've got a 60 chest piece here, and really this is not terrible. We've got 6 everywhere except for 9 strength, 19 recovery, so that's 2 tiers once masterworked, 14 intellect. This is really not a terrible pickup if you're a new player. Then we've got the helmet here, way too much mobility in my opinion. I'm just gonna kind of skip here. Then 58 and not really too spiky. Best thing here by far is that chest piece, consider picking that up. Now alright, let's move on from there to the Hunter. Alright guys, for the Hunter, let's see these gauntlets. 62 is not terrible. A little bit of high resilience, but you got recovery here, you got strength here. This is a consideration. It's on the tipping point, but it's a consideration. Alright, this chest piece, 64 is great. You've got great recovery at 18, again, perfectly 22 tiers masterworked, decent intellect, decent strength, and nothing else is really lacking. Yeah, this is actually a really solid chest piece I would consider picking up. Then we've got the helmet here. Finally, a class that actually wants a mobility spike. 61 is like okay. We've got a little bit of recovery, a little bit of intellect here as well. This is not terrible because it basically has everything except for resilience, and you don't really want too much resilience. Then we've got these boots here, and they've got everything except mobility and strength. Definitely some like good stuff here. Nothing like truly fantastic. I'm not floored by anything, but again, if you're a newer player, you're trying to plug some gaps in your build, these are definitely some okay pickups. Guys, that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed, found this informative, and if you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.